Hi, my name is Kylie Phoenix, and I'm here to talk to you about bullies and narcissists and how we deal with them in the Ho'oponopono course, in the Ho'oponopono healing therapy, and in the Phoenix Healing Retreat. So bullies and narcissists, why are they around you? Why are you attracting them? Why are they coming at you? Or maybe why are they coming at somebody who's near and dear to you? Maybe you have a loved one who's being bullied, maybe in the workplace, or maybe at school, or maybe just in the general place where you're living at. Why is this happening? And what can you do about it? The good news is you can actually do something about what's happening to somebody else, or what somebody else is actually doing to you or to somebody else. The beauty of Ho'oponopono is that you can actually heal something that's going on for somebody else at the same time that you heal it for yourself. And that's the really unique thing about Ho'oponopono, is that it can actually deal with what's going on over there at the same time as what it's dealing with what's going on over here. Okay, so why are we attracting this narcissist, this bully? Okay, you have programming from, whether it's you or whether it's someone else that it's happening to. That person is having programming from their childhood and or from their past life that actually attracts that kind of behaviour. So you'll find that when we start to do the data analysis, when we start to go deep into what's happening for you, and this is a very private thing that you can do. You don't have to share this with me or with the rest of the class. You can actually do your data analysis entirely by yourself. Once I show you the technique, how to do it, you can do it all by yourself and find out all of your programs without anybody else actually finding out what's going on for you. Or you can share it with the class and explore that and possibly learn more things from that as well. So once you work out what the programs are, so what would the programs generally be around attracting a narcissist or a bully is from the victim point of view. So there's two levels, okay? From the victim point of view, which is the first level, it will be, I'm not safe. I was bullied as a child. You're expecting to be picked on for whatever it is you're being picked on. So if they're judging you, if they're embarrassing you, so you would have experienced embarrassment of a similar caliber when you were a child. Okay, if they're leaving you out of something, if there's some kind of ostracization going on, if there's some kind of a ganging up going on, and you'll find that it's a similar number of people, so it might be 2 against 1 or 5 against 1 or whatever it is, you'll find that once you start to do the analysis that it's actually similar to what happened when you were a child, or it feels like something that may have happened in a past life, that has a very similar ring to it. Okay. So what we do is we actually look at the programs associated with that. It's like, I'm always the one left out. I'm always the one that looks like an idiot. I'm always the one that gets shown up in front of everyone else, or I'm stupid. I'm a fool. Those sorts of programs may be coming up, and what these people are doing is just actually showing you what it is that you haven't dealt with yet. Okay, and then you're able to actually heal that. Okay, you can heal that from yourself. You can actually heal it from the bully at the same time, if you're able to get yourself into that place. If you have an invested interest in that person. So say if that person is your, a loved one, a family member, and they're just constantly bullying you, and you're like, I wish this person would stop bullying me. You can actually do that. Okay, so you can actually do the work, the Ho'oponopono work on yourself that simultaneously works on that person as well. So you can actually release whatever it is they're making you feel is what they're feeling as well. So you cannot give what you don't already have. So if that person has given you judgment around how you look, for instance, they've already judged themselves on how they look. Okay, so and tenfold. Okay, and then they're just projecting that self-judgment out onto you. So if you want them to stop picking on you about how you look, and you have an invested interest in this person, you don't want to walk away from this person, you want this person to be in your life, then you can actually heal from yourself and from them at the same time using Ho'oponopono. And what that will do is actually stop them from, well, one, judging themselves as looking that way, and stopping from projecting it out onto you and possibly onto other people as well. So that's an example of what it is. There's other deeper levels of bullying. There's other deeper levels of narcissism that are very, very hidden from our subconscious, from our conscious self, into the deep droves of our subconscious, and the dungeons of our subconscious, that are extremely eye-opening and so freeing once you actually have a look at them and go really deep into them. And you've attracted these narcissists and bullies for a very specific reason. And when you can address that, and you can look at the data behind that and what programs are actually making you see this person in front of you, and release that, then what happens is all these bullies and narcissists just stop being bullies and narcissists to you. And if they're not someone you're particularly invested in, they'll just go away. They'll just leave you alone, and you'll start attracting people who do the opposite. Okay, who respect you, who love you, who admire you, who give you the time and energy that you deserve, who treat you with respect and kindness, which is the opposite to being a narcissist and a bully. And they give you equal amounts of time in the relationship, and equal amounts of energy and importance in the relationship, which is the opposite to what a narcissist might do. So there are many levels, and it is pretty full on when you start to look at the narcissist and bully thing. When you do this sort of work in a Ho'oponopono retreat, in one of our retreats, it can be a very personal thing. You don't have to share stuff. You don't have to reveal what's going on for yourself, as I said. You can do your own data analysis using the techniques I show. And you can have that all going on in the background, and nobody else needs to see what's going on for you. So you can reveal everything that you need to reveal to yourself and not actually share it with anybody else in the group. You can share it with people in the group, and I'm sure that would help everybody else that's dealing with whatever they're dealing with. But there's always somebody that's willing to share, and so you don't feel obliged whatsoever to share what's going on for yourself. And you don't have to practice Ho'oponopono with somebody in the group and reveal anything. So it's all a very personal thing if that's what you want to do. But I can guarantee you, if you do participate, if you do listen and do the data analysis and do the work, you will be able to see what's actually going on in the background for yourself, the hidden things that your subconscious, your ego has been hiding from you all these years. You'll be able to see what those programs are, you'll reveal them, and then you'll be able to release them using the very simple technique that is Ho'oponopono. It's not difficult, it's not designed to be difficult. I've actually made it really simple and really straightforward and really fast for the modern day person who needs things to happen, relatively quickly and relatively simply. So it's something that you can do wherever you are. Sometimes it only takes 20 minutes to clear a program. Sometimes it takes longer, and you can just clear as many programs as you like at whatever pace works for you. Okay, there's always many programs to work through, because there's many layers to everything. So you can just focus on one thing, whether it's the bullies in your life. You can spend a few weeks just focusing on the bullies and knock all of those programs over one at a time. Or maybe you could work on weight loss, or you could work on your anger, work on whatever it is that you want to work on, your abundance, or whatever it is that you're dealing with. Okay, so please do send me a message if you've got any questions around bullies and narcissists, around what might be happening for you, whether it's in your workplace, whether it's in your family life, whether it's with your loved ones, or maybe in a school, in some kind of another setting, some kind of social setting where someone might be being a bit of a subtle bully, or maybe a very obvious bully. Passive aggressive versus very much in your face. There's many different levels of bullying, and some of them are very well hidden from some people. So you can describe those to me if you like. I'm more than happy to give you some feedback and give you some ideas about where to start with that. And I highly recommend that you come to the next course. You can have a look online, humanhappiness.com.au. There's always retreats coming up, and have a look and sign yourself up. It's well worth coming for the 2-day retreat and really digging in and finding out what these things are, what these programs are, and finding out how you can do Ho'oponopono on yourself and those other people, if you want to do it on the other people, so that you can actually shift these things for good. So you can move on with your life and not have these issues anymore. So I look forward to seeing you sometime soon, and until then, bye for now.